yourself.
All right.
What do you mean?
Are we ready?
Kai and me are recording it. I'm already fucking recording them.
Are we ready?
I see.
Of course we're ready. We were born ready, motherfucker.
All right. I've got an intro in mind.
I'm already downloading OBS.
Sorry. Shut up, retard.
What the hell?
All right. All right. Are you ready? I'm gonna go.
Gee, go already, dude.
All right.
Start fucking recording. What
I'm already recording. Just let me talk.
You're recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Jesus
Did I
fucking
install
Christ,
the
man.
optional plugins?
No, shut the fuck up. you don't need to. Wait, me and Michael are recording, so it's like you don't need it.
Dude, everyone's fucking recording. Everyone's recording.
All right.
Let's get the intro.
All right. First point. Well, shut up, Carlos.
I'm installing the
Shut the
plugins.
fuck up. Do you have another
Carlos
intro in
is
mind?
installing OBS right now, guys.
Intel RealSense SDK runtime ended prematurely.
That sucks, bro. I hate when that happens, man. But yeah,
Dude,
you don't need to record.
Dude.
It's fine.
your hard drive is fucking up, right? What the fuck happened to your hard drive? Can you explain this to me?
Let's start. 3, 2, 1. So,
I've been recording for like 5 minutes. What are you talking about?
here we go. Start here.
Yeah, we're just starting, man.
Everybody do a
The
clap.
podcast, they just started. We weren't listening to anything before.
Well,
Go ahead, motherfucker.
I have replaced my SSD with a 1 terabyte hard drive because it was all I could spend.
That sounds like a
Bigger
downgrade.
ones were expensive. Yeah, I mean my computer was freezing all the time. It was like the longer it was on, the slower it got. So I don't know what was happening.
I mean, my computer's like that, and I have an SSD. Isn't this how computers work?
No,
I don't think mine isn't like that. What the fuck are you
The
talking
longer you
about?
have it on. Yeah, you're not meant to like have it on for ages.
What? We're not fucking Americans that leave their computers
We're not
on for
Mike.
like weeks at a fucking time.
I had a friend who has a laptop. He doesn't have a desktop, and he checked the thing for like how long his computer had been on, and I think it had been like several months. It was something like 9 months
Jesus
that his
Christ.
computer had been
Well,
on.
okay.
Just never turned it off.
But laptops, they're like, you just sort of close the fucking thing, right? And
Yeah,
it
exactly.
goes into
Yeah.
hibernation. So that makes more sense than fucking a desktop.
Although,
You
like,
know?
even restart, like when you restart your PC, it doesn't actually restart. You know what I mean? Like, you're not actually turning it off.
I guess.
Yeah, it's different.
I don't know.
Anyway, this has been the tech support corner of.
This is the
The
tech
pod.
support segment of the podcast.
Have we rolled the intro yet? Let's do it.
Of course we have. That was like 5 minutes ago, even though this podcast has only been being recorded for 3 minutes.
Mm. Okay. So,
Yeah, go ahead, motherfucker. What were you
say-
gonna say?
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Yeah, so I've been jacking off under a fucking under my table.
Nice,
you
man.
shit your cum at the bottom of the table.
I shit my cum at the bottom of the table.
Fucking amazing, man.
This podcast is so good.
You must be some sort of genius.
That's what philosophers used to do.
You don't even like have a tissue. You just fucking come into the bottom of the table.
I've got cum stalagmites coming
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's dangerous to
So
society.
where have you guys been jacking off recently?
Well, I come on all sorts of things. Yeah. I was talking to Michael about this. The nudes nowadays, they are today's form of dating currency, essentially.
Oh my god, man.
Like,
Is
the
this-
way you...
Are you practicing your stand-up? This is your Tinder bit.
I'm just saying. I've talked to Michael about this, and it's an idea I've thought about a while.
Have you ever taken a
just think
nude
that-
of yourself?
Of course.
Really? Okay.
This is my point. I feel like if you're in any sort of relationship that's going anywhere with somebody nowadays, the nude is the seal the deal thing. This is the make or break moment. Because for some women, the penis pic and the titty pic, like that's key, you know? That's like what used to be second base before. Like that's how you know it's okay.
Is there... So have you taken a dick pic?
Of course I have.
Really? Let's see, like, I don't think
everyone.
What?
Everyone's done that, man.
Of course.
No, I've not.
Yeah.
Of course.
The difference between me and Carlos is I did it with people I trust and not just random whores.
Yeah,
on the
you just
internet.
sent it to your friends. Yeah, you just sent it to us
I
in the
just
group
sent
chat.
it to
on
my
the lower
good
left
pals.
side of my shaft. So it's very easy to recognize. If you see my penis floating around, it's the one with the mole on the lower left side of
Oh,
the
dude,
shaft.
I have one of those on my balls.
Yeah. I got one on the lower left side of my
Dude,
shaft.
same. What the fuck? Like, exactly the same.
Wait, what the fuck? I blacked out. What the fuck are you talking
I
about?
was talking about the beauty marks on my penis.
Beauty marks?
Yeah. You have a beauty mark on your penis?
You got fucking ugly
the
marks
penis
all
look
over
like?
your face, man.
Tell me in
Meaning your
detail
face.
the shape of your peni.
What?
Is it droopy? Hanging to the left?
Hey, I am a
Are there
lefty.
two of them?
I am a lefty.
Righty.
It does
All
go
right.
to the left.
Let's rapidly go away from this conversation onto something else.
Depends on the time.
What do you mean? Why?
Because
This is a fantastic combo.
I don't know. Anyway, you've been playing Subnautica.
The fuck, man? I've been punching fish with my fucking mech. You get a mech suit in the game and you get to punch fish. That's the only reason I like the game.
It's not a max suit.
It's a fucking prawn suit, dude.
It's a prawn suit.
Yeah, I punched a big fish in the face and it fucked off.
Yes.
That's all I've got to say about Subnautica.
That's it.
Prawn
That's
suit straight
the
out of the
Subnautica
Okay,
section.
so quickly let's switch from this really embarrassing topic of Subnautica and get back real quick to talking about our penis formations.
Alright.
So
What
I'm
does,
a lefty.
lobster penis look like?
I think they lay eggs.
Yeah, I don't think they have this.
Invertebrate penis is always like confusing to me, right?
To you, yes.
Or like, did you know that bears have a
Well,
bone?
to you, like going to the store is confusing.
No,
you know
I
that?
think
You got fucking
lobster
brain
have got the
damage.
same shit that like birds do. Like they just have like a little flap that they open and it just dumps cum into the other flap.
like when
a
you go
fucking
get
garbage
candy,
truck?
you get one of those.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
No, yeah, literally
server
like that.
things, and you
Yeah.
just pour it in. It's like, ah, yes, very nice cum. You ever tasted cum?
No. Tell us all about it, Scholars.
We've had this fucking conversation like 20 times over the like 6 or 7 years that we've known
Until
each
you
other,
say
and
yes.
my answer has always been no, and
Until
your
you say yes.
query has always been I have.
I
And then-
hear. Wait, how? Did you come in your own mouth?
Number one, I don't remember having this conversation, and number two, for saying that.
Dude, you don't remember anything? That's number one. And number two, you told me that you fucking come in your own mouth for pleasure.
every day. You gotta get that
Wait, did
protein.
you accidentally like blast into your own mouth? Is that what happened?
This is complete gaslighting. I've never said that.
No,
I've never said that.
I asked that like it was a question, but actually there was just something I was recalling that you
Also,
definitely
back
said.
to that point, I'm so gaslit and treated like I'm an insane person. I just want to say it's okay because I'm dead inside and it doesn't matter. But if it was anybody else, they would probably shut themselves by now. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
but-
dude. I don't understand how you put up with this much abuse, man. You're like one of the most
Tree cactus?
persecuted people
Our
in
first
history, bro.
subscriber. Shout out to subscriber number one, Tree Cactus.
the fuck are you
Shut up.
What are you
talking
talking
about?
about?
I'm talking about Tree Cactus. You remember him?
I remember him, but no one that's listening to this dog shit is gonna remember him.
Tree Cactus out there, the fucking number one fan of the Beeftard
Yeah, I
Asscast.
bet he's
Honorary
really
member.
loving this.
Yeah,
Love you.
he's loving this. He's loving the content.
He used to-
Fuck. I was gonna say,
remember how he told us?
the only time I almost like came on myself
You almost
is
came
like I fucking
yourself.
jacked off, and then a big load shot up, and I dodged that shit like
Yeah,
it was
no,
the
I've done
Matrix,
that.
man, and it
Mike
shot
got
up
his
next to my
eyeballs.
face.
I've had it like
Mike-
shoot up to my chin. I think is the highest I've gotten.
That's dangerous, man.
Yeah, no, I was playing with fire there, dude.
Yeah. Dude, Mike fucking sucks his own dick.
Yeah, he
all
does.
the time.
He
so-
fucks dogs too.
Yeah, he fucks dogs.
Classic
I mean,
shout out. That's a old school.
play the
Beeftard.
clip, right?
Play the
Fucking
clip. I'm
animal.
playing the clip.
I'd be too
Wait,
afraid
which
to
episode
try
is the
the
clip from? I won't be able to find it.
We'll figure that out later
Alright.
in post production.
What does dog pussy feel like?
Ask Mike.
Dude, you gotta stop fucking stop. Ask
good?
Mike. That's number one. And number
Is it
two,
good? It must be good.
I'm calling a vote. Okay, I'm calling a vote. Let's kick Carlos off the podcast and deny him sweet Patreon money in the future.
We do make.
Let's steal his podcast royalties.
We're the highest on Patreon. We make like $500,000.
Yeah, we make
per
$5 million a minute.
Yeah.
If you do
Every
that,
minute the
I'll be
fucking-
forced to open my own anti-podcast.
It's just Beeftard Asscast spelled backwards.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
Beeftard Asscast 2. Something like that. No, I'll call it Pusher Chat. I'll be the most
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
wow.
show on all of
That's gonna be
I'll have a little
that's staying on the
segment that I'll
cutting
call
room floor.
Carlos Crack Break, where I'll do crack on camera, and then I'll have guests, other crack acts. I don't know if you can guess who it'll be, but I can give you a clue. It starts with an S.
Dude, we've gotten so much mileage out of calling Skippy a crackhead. It's insane.
Funny.
It's insane.
That's
We for the folks at home
folks
who
at
don't
home.
know, there's
for tree cactus out there.
podcast out there. Whatever. This is
Our
gonna be-
fans should be
this is
tree
this is just so
That should be
out
the
of
name.
context in terms of
Tree
it's so like
cactuses. It's all
Yeah, is the
cactus.
push to shout
Anyway,
even on
who
anymore?
fucking
I don't think
cares?
so.
what's that?
Is push to shout even on anymore? I think it got taken off the air for
That's what I'm
Skippy
for having a
Skippy's drug
crackhead on
addiction.
the
Yeah,
fucking,
exactly.
Yes. So we're in honor of Push to Shout. Now that it's been cruelly taken down off the air, we're gonna have our own segment of the show called Carlos's Crack Break, where Carlos leaves to smoke.
I'll take my crack break to just
Dude.
appreciate my fellow crack addicts. And my,
Wait, you guys haven't done
Dude,
cocaine,
dude,
right?
you know, I'm not gonna say the name. It's cursed. You know.
I read up on Anthony Cumia. First of all, I'm happy to announce that he is a pedophile. I've heard that rumor, and now he got catfished by like a guy pretending to be 14. That's number one. Number two, he did a fucking after he got banned from Sirius XM or whatever the fuck, or from Opie and Anthony. He started his own show on the like Gavin McInnes network, which
Yes.
is like embarrassing, but he had Artie Lang on the show, and that lasted for all of 8 months because eventually Artie Lang would start like being late for the show, and he would like leave when the show was live on air for like 30 minutes at a time to do heroin in the bathroom, and then he got arrested, so he couldn't be on the show anymore, which is hilarious.
Arrested for child rape?
Yeah.
Wasn't there a thing for?
No, Artie's a legend, man. He would have fucking.
Didn't Anthony
like,
Cumia
world-
also date like a trans? Or is that someone else?
I think that it was a Sam Hyde rumor that he dated a trans lady.
I remember he talked about it on his fucking Gavin McInnes podcast.
Oh, Cumia?
Yeah.
Damn, I don't know, dude.
That people were spreading rumors about it, but it was probably just true.
Yeah, I mean that's how they talked about the catfish, like the 14-year-old catfish or whatever. They were
Right.
like just, oh yeah, this guy's catfishing people, and they didn't mention Anthony's involvement or whatever. Look, dude, I don't know. Every time I listen to like old Opie and Anthony, unless Patrice, Bill Burr, or Colin Quinn is on, it's like unfucking listenable.
One of my
'Cause-
oh my god, I remember when that was just starting to fall apart, when Cumia just abandoned any sense of like being a normal radio show and just devolved into just racist screeds. At one time he had Bill Burr on, and he started talking about like racism against white people and the fucking the hoteps that like walk around New York City saying white people are the devil and Shakespeare was black
sure.
or whatever. And Bill
Yeah.
Burr had just like had enough of it, and he just like on air was like fucking grilling Anthony Cumia for his racism.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
I mean, the dude was probably making like millions of dollars a year, because that's what fucking radio was back then, and kind of still is.
Well, back in the day, yeah.
Yeah. And he was just too dumb and too racist to just fucking to keep his head on straight. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Dude, I actually watched the video. His like 18-year-old girlfriend, who he had been grooming for like 5 years or something. I'm not really sure what was going on there, but I watched the video where he was like, they were both like drunk, and she actually called the cops on him, and he was like, "Where's my gun?" And he fucking couldn't find his gun. Mm-hmm. And that woman was fucking crazy, because she like told the cops, it was like, "No, it's a mistake," or whatever the fuck. And then he was like, "Where's my gun? I can't find my gun. This is serious." She like runs to the cops and is like, "Maybe they can help you find your gun. But I mean, officers." And they just left by the day. She's just trying to freak him out. Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. It's sort of like watching like white trash videos. Where just everyone involved is a piece of shit.
It's just world style hip hop for white people.
Yeah, essentially. But I really enjoyed that. Yeah. The not the video of them being pieces of shit. I mean, I enjoyed
just his whole story.
The journey of discovery from him being like a radio host. Well, I mean, the old Opie and Anthony shows, like I could never.
I never really
unless Patrice was on or Bill Burr.
I've just seen clips.
Like every time I tried listening to it, it was like, "Oh, fucking pussy, fucking fuck." It was like, dude, I don't know, like whatever.
Where were they on? Like, what area were they broadcasting to? I have no idea.
I don't know.
They must have been like a really late or something. Like, I don't think I can get away with it. Yeah, no. But like it's. All of the people in that orbit have had, like, the strangest fucking journeys, too. Like, fucking Gavin McInnes, like, founded Vice and used to make videos of how to piss in the street. That's a really funny video. That's a legitimately funny video by Gavin McInnes. But now he is, like, the head of this, like, cult. And he, like...
essentially.
And he,
Proud Boys?
Yeah, and he, like, literally, he, like, leads them around with, like, a saber. He, like, carries a sword around now. That's cool. And they're like a domestic terrorist organization, I think.
I mean, no, okay, well, they're designated like a hate group by the Southern Poverty Law Center. Yeah. But so is Pepe, so you can't really trust them.
Right. Are we? It's funny, but like some of, like a lot of them have just had like a lot of them have done like the woke rebrand too. Like fucking what's his face? The Australian guy who
exposed Jim Jeffries?
Yeah, Jim Jeffries. Yeah. Wasn't he on fucking Anthony Coom? Yeah, he was on Opie and Anthony a few times.
Oh, yeah, he talked about, like, fucking drugging a girl and fucking having sex with her on Opie and Anthony, I'm pretty sure.
And then, now he's his like gun control bit... Yeah, because his gun control bit went viral. So, then it's like, oh, I guess I'm just the woke comedian now. And now that's his thing. And his previous bits are like, oh, yeah, I love raping. That was like,
I love raping. I love having sex with underage girls.
I love abusing drugs and raping. And now he's like, oh, you know, I read a lot of intersectional feminist literature, and now I'm woke.
Yeah,
that's
what a fucking degenerate.
A fraud.
Man. Fuck that guy. Fuck me, man. But that's, I mean, he wouldn't have his own show if he didn't do that.
Well, yeah.
He doesn't even have a story.
Maybe he
just
would.
Just an opportunist.
Well, he would have a show, but it would quickly get banned off Patreon.
And it would be, yeah, exactly.
And we're going to get banned off Patreon too for making too much money.
Let's go to my only.
Before we even make a Patreon.
Yeah, we get banned.
Before we even make a Patreon, we're going to get banned.
For speaking too much truth to power. That's our only problem.
Yeah, the truth. For saying the truth forever.
Household prolapse for 3,000 bits. Thank you, anal fucker 320. Thank you for the 3,000 bits.
Do you know any? Did any of the girls from your school like become Patreon whores or anything?
No, but one of them got kidnapped and never.
What the fuck, man?
Statue of her near my house.
What the fuck? What? Jesus Christ.
I saw her at school. Oh, I remember her face.
Oh, you told me about this girl.
Yeah.
Dude, my
That's
school,
cool.
I swear my school was fucking cursed, dude. While I was there, 2 people
Yeah, right.
died at school, like on the school
Jesus.
grounds while I attended that school. Yeah, when I was in like 4th or 5th grade, one of the teachers' daughters drowned in the school pool.
Holy fuck.
Yeah,
man.
she was like 3 years old. It was like horrifically tragic. And then when I was in the 7th grade, our woodworks teacher said, "Oh, I'm going to the bathroom," and then he had a heart attack on the toilet, and then a student found.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, I'm serious.
What the fuck,
Yeah.
man? There's actually a scene in The Sopranos where an Italian guy has a heart attack on a toilet, and then Polly Walnuts, Polly and Silvio are having a discussion about it being. Polly goes, "Jesus Christ, what an embarrassing way to go," or something like that, and Silvio goes, "There was
not
ways to
wrong.
go, you know.
Mm.
It's how Elvis died." And then Polly goes, "Still on the pisha do, maron," or something like that. It's a great fucking episode, man. But anyway, tell me about your real teacher that died on the toilet.
No,
Isn't
no,
it tragic?
really, yeah, it was fucking tragic.
Does he haunt the
Like
toilet now?
I mean, yeah, people kept using that toilet. They didn't tear it down.
Hell.
Why would they tear it down? What do you mean?
It's cursed. I went to a Christian school.
Oh, okay.
Do they have like
Oh.
ghosts in Christianity?
I think so.
There were ghosts in fucking
I mean,
Shakespeare.
you went to a fucking Christian school.
Yeah.
It's Pazuzu.
Are there like secular schools in Israel, or is it all just Jewish schools?
Of course, there's secular schools in Israel. It's
But
pretty
they're like probably
secular.
private schools, right?
Both private. The fucking
public?
religious schools are actually really expensive.
Oh, I would have
And
thought
the,
it was
like-
just all religious schools.
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's not a fucking really religious.
I just
What the fuck
assume
is
that
on?
Israel is just.
I just assumed that
desire-
everyone was wearing
Yeah, I just assume everyone
hats and
yeah,
had those
exactly.
cool sideburns,
Yeah.
and we're walking around going like, "Oh god,
Oh god,
How-
I dropped a
look at
penny.
how-
Oh, my allergies.
I dropped a penny. Oh god." I went to the bank and they said I had to pay them more money. Oh god.
And you just have to go to school and you learn to worship.
You go to the
Worship
well,
money, the only
schools-
god that the Jews truly have.
The schools here are called something different. They're called banks here.
Right,
So you go to the
yeah.
bank and you receive your primary and higher education in the bank. And then they also teach you how to fuck the average American citizen out of their hard-earned money.
Right, and how to like influence
And-
politics.
And how to be a lawyer for black people
Yes,
for some reason.
yeah, and how to trick the white race into destroying itself through cuckold pornography.
That's what I majored in college.
Yeah,
Seriously though,
What?
I don't like.
yeah. Seriously
group
though,
porn in general.
Group
Do you like
porn?
group porn?
group.
I do not like group porn.
What? Just like
it's
5
just so
dudes just
Unless there's
railing
like a
out
group
one.
of 20 lesbians.
I don't like to see generally
No, that
more
sucks.
than 2 people fucking.
What
I just
about
want to see 2 people fuck.
what about
have sex, and
2
kill themselves.
girls and a
That's
guy,
it.
or 2 guys and a girl?
17 people coming on a poor.
No, that stuff sucks. That shit is so depressing.
that's
man.
awful.
That's awful.
I don't like group sex.
It just when they're like more cum than human by the end, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
that
like
stuff
people
sucks.
having sex and enjoying themselves. So that is just not. It just doesn't fit in there.
That's my fetish is watching people enjoy themselves. That's why I watch footage of bros playing Halo.
Yeah, and you jack off
And
to
I
that.
jack off.
Yeah.
Yeah, under my table. Under
I
my
assume you've not been doing No Nut November then.
What?
I've been doing all nut November.
Right, extra nut.
Extra November. Yeah.
I might do a rebrand into a no-fap guy who thinks he gets like magical like levitation powers
Yeah,
by
yeah.
not
What if
jacking
you
off.
actually do?
I mean,
Dude,
yeah.
fucking I hate NoFap. That's the lamest shit ever. I understand. I agree with the like no porn.
Yeah,
part.
I agree
don't
with that,
Like
yeah.
the no jacking off part. Just use your imagination.
Yeah, I probably
That's it.
just should. I think most people should just quit porn. You shouldn't quit jacking off.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you shouldn't jack
Yeah.
off like 4 fucking times a day, which is like what porn addicted people like. True, like the meme, like the Coomers, like true Coomers.
Yeah.
They jack off like 4 times a day, and they just like
those people,
and they're like so like hooked on porn that they just like jack off to gay porn even though they're not gay, just because they need something new to jack off to. If you're a real Kuma like that, I mean, yeah, you should probably not jack off as much, but the main thing is just the porn.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably bad for you.
I think it's.
I mean, that's why I joined the Proud Boys.
Right? yeah, no jacking off.
Dude, I watched like a thing where it's like Gavin McInnes was going like, "This is why the Proud Boys." I can't do a Gavin McInnes.
It's him.
The Proud Boys. He's more like a feminine.
Yeah, he's just like a Canadian fag.
Yeah, I mean, look, he made. His videos where
Vice.
he's like,
that's all you need to do.
Okay, that's number one. Number two, he made like a bunch of videos where he's like, I watched a few of his funny videos where he's like just acting like a degenerate, and those are funny. But when the guy who teaches you how to piss in the street starts taking up a political cause, that's when you know you got a fucking problem, and that it's not good, man. It's not good. I mean, it's like us taking on a fucking political cause on this podcast.
Which we do, we support.
Which we are.
We support Buttigieg.
We support Buttigieg.
Yeah, we have high hopes for a living. That's our statement.
Still holding out for
Dude, I think it should be illegal to run if you've got a fucked up name like Buttigieg.
Yeah, you should have to change it.
If you can't spell it, you can't run for it.
Yeah, exactly. So I think we should kill.
What about Bush? Easy to spell.
Easy.
You know what I mean?
Makes me think of pussy.
3 letters.
Makes me think of pussy, exactly.
Yeah. Trump, just like Trump cards. Love it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Trump cards.
Trump. Doop, doop, doop.
Sanders, don't like it. Don't like sand. It's rough. It's coarse. It gets everywhere.
Of course, it gets everywhere. Yeah.
Barack Obama. There was an Israeli guy called Barack, so I don't like it.
Yeah, Ehud Barak.
Ehud Barak, yeah.
He's also, his middle name is Hussein, so Israeli.
That's true. He's a Muslim.
Black enough.
I think the wokest take about the whole conflict in the Middle East is, I don't give a fuck. It's just people I don't like blowing each other off. Fuck it. Who gives a fuck? That's the wokest take.
Both sides are wrong.
Yeah, both sides. I think there's problems with both sides.
That would be so funny if you were just like a completely apolitical Israeli. You're just like, oh, I just don't fucking care. You just go around and there's like the IDF and the fucking Palestinians, and your take is just, you know,
Nah, I don't give a fuck, man. They can jack each other off for all I care.
Yeah. Why can't they just get in a room and just hash it out, you know?
Yeah, just have gay sex and figure out
that's my favorite, like,
and that's how.
That's my favorite, like, politically disengaged family member whose take is just like, you know, the politicians, they're just like bickering children. They just they can only like pass it in terms of like personality, or like they just think it's just like, they're just too mean to each other. That's why nothing gets done.
Yeah, it's like you remember Herman Cain, the candidate he ran in 2012. I'm pretty sure. I just remember one clip of him going like, he was a Democratic, like black guy, sort of cookie cutter Democrat, and one of his hot takes was a reporter asked him, like, what would you bring to the White House? And he was like, I bring a sense of humor to the White House.
Yes.
I was like, fuck off, man. You fucking piece of shit.
Hell yeah. What do you mean?
Trump brought that.
We need that guy.
Trump did that, and he didn't even say he was going to do
it.
So he's just
the picture?
action, not words.
Yes, I saw
the picture.
Where he's like the boxing.
Dude, he retweeted the fucking him as a boxer. That was fucking amazing.
Dude, he rules. We're a pro-Trump podcast. That's it.
That should be the new flag.
I think of the United States. Yeah. I think there should just be a low-res like version of that just on the current flag.
That's the only good things Trump has done, is just like be like a complete, just be mean to people. That's the only thing I respect about him.
He's not being mean.
When he was
he's just being himself.
No, exactly.
At all.
But also like
himself as being mean.
But also saying to like John McCain, who like fucking was tortured and like had brain cancer, and he just like
a genuine war hero.
Yeah, and he's like,
I like people who don't get captured. Okay.
Yeah, loser. He's a loser.
That's all right.
You're depressed.
I like winners. I like people. Winners don't get captured.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he was like, just jacking off.
Yeah,
He was doing
fucking
nothing.
draft evader.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what the fuck?
But like, respect. You know?
Yeah, respect. Have you ever met anyone that was like? I mean, I know this guy. I mean, I used to know this guy that was like all about respect. He's like a fucking break dancing white guy with blonde hair.
Troglodyte.
I have a I have a friend who became a SoundCloud rapper, and one of his lines in one of his songs was, "If you pay respect, it pays you."
I mean, maybe.
Perhaps.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe
No, wait. No, that wasn't it. It was no. Sorry. I fucked it up. I fucked up completely. It was, I paid respect until it paid me. I think that was the line.
That's good. That's a good saying.
No, that's no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, sure.
No, that's gay.
You know, give to the world what you want to receive. Yes, I get what he's saying.
I want to receive fucking hand jobs. So does that mean I gotta give people as much hand
You gotta
jobs
put
as
in
possible?
some shifts at the fucking Queensboro Bridge
The Queensboro Bridge. Yeah.
until it pays you back.
Oh, dude. Speaking of, man,
I paid
fucking
respect
made
until it paid me.
a little bit more money than I would have under the bridge, if you know what I'm saying. This guy fucking on my Steam account, he left me a comment on my profile, and he was like, "I would like to trade for one of your items." And this was like 2 weeks ago, and I talked to him like yesterday. So for context, I think like 3 years ago at this point, or 2 years ago, something like that, Kai bought me the soundtrack and the like art book for some shitty visual novel called Aurora Borealis or something like that. So
wait, you re-gifted my present?
Dude, listen, just
fuck?
listen. It actually costs like $2. So this guy, I'm talking to this guy, and I'm like, okay, what do you want to trade for? And he was like, the Aurora Borealis fucking fan.
Wait, is it
whatever?
Is it no longer
OST
acquirable or something?
It is. You can buy it. It's fucking $2.
Oh,
and the game is $3. So
what's this guy's problem?
So I'm talking to this guy, and I'm like, "Do you want to trade like anything else in my inventory or something? Take a look." And he goes, "No, just the soundtrack." And I'm like, "Fucking Master Chief Collection or no deal, buddy." And the Master Chief Collection is like $30 or something. So he goes, "No, that's a little expensive." And I go, "Okay, just Halo Reach then." And like just hackling him down, so he gets me like a fucking a decently priced game. And he goes, "What about a fucking TF2 key?" Oh no, he goes, "What about 2 TF2 keys, which are like
$250? I
would
think.
be $250 each, so it'd be $5." And he goes, "Or like a game that I already have." And I go, three keys, or final deal, final offer." And he goes, okay. So I got like $750 off of this guy, and I can't believe it actually worked.
Does he not know how to buy things from the store?
I don't know. I got $7.50 off a $2 game that I didn't even buy. Like, how does that even make any sense?
No, the whole like Steam trading economy is just baffling. I've never.
I mean, it's hilarious.
Right. It's hilarious.
Okay, no.
But also,
that guy.
If you took it seriously, you could probably just become like, you could probably make like $100,000 a year if you actually just like went full in on it.
Yeah, but it seems like it would be like hell.
Yeah, of course.
Did you trick him?
Imagine.
I literally told him like, give me 3 keys.
Imagine like the stock market on Wall Street, but like the people you're trading with, instead of being businessmen, are just like 12-year-olds with like anime profile pictures. Like it would be horrendous.
I mean, you know this, but you probably could make a shit ton of money if you were a Chinese guy and you just scammed people on Steam.
Oh yeah,
like stupid
absolutely.
people.
Hell yeah.
If you knew the, I mean, I did make like around $300 worth of like video games just scamming furries. I mean, not scamming. I wouldn't say scamming.
Yeah, that's where the Resident Evil.
The Resident Evil, and like I got like the Star Wars bundle or whatever.
Dude, that thing
like
is worth
$100.
a lot. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
How'd you get that? Did you just ERP with them?
Yeah,
Just like, I'd lick your
it
tail
was
hole?
something like that. This was like 7 years ago now. So I also still have that account, but I don't remember the password, which is a shame. It's still in a bunch of like furry groups and shit. Which is pretty funny.
Dude, I'm
What do you think that
so
is?
fucking... Well, okay, go ahead, sorry.
Where does that come from?
Furry?
Were you at a young age somehow like first finding out about your sexuality and that got crossed with an animal? So you related the two things and now you relate animals to sexuality?
Yes. I think it is.
Is that how it works?
I think it's people who saw Space Jam
looking at your dog while
when they were 12.
so
and
it
they saw
creates
the
that
sexy bunny.
neural bridge like in Death Stranding. You can see the strands in his brain of degenerate fucking furry nonsense creating.
But that's the question, like nature versus nurture. Where is like sexuality? At what stage in your development is your sexuality created?
They should make it LGBTF.
Yeah, faggot.
Furry. No, because nobody likes it.
Yeah, I mean furry.
They are the most discriminated after gamers. Furries.
Yeah.
Gamer furries even
After
more.
Jokers.
After Joker.
I agree that furries are the most racist contingency after gamers.
Nobody likes them.
And nobody likes gamers either.
Dude, the only group that's more hated, even in those communities, are the pedophiles. Like, that's the only thing. It's that, like, foot facts are about the same level, too. You know?
What? No way.
They keep to themselves.
They keep
No, that's not true.
they
That's
fucking...
the opposite of what people have on. You post a picture with sandals. Oh, nice feet, baby. 5 stars. You're like, yeah.
No, they don't do that. They
You wanna
fucking no. They post them in their
dude.
own webs. They have like Feet Wiki
Thank
or
God
whatever.
I'm not a woman, dude. Oh my God, that would be the worst.
Feet
That would be
suck,
bad.
dude. By the way,
That is the worst.
if there are
thing
any
that they
foot
could do to you.
fetishists, stop listening.
It's like,
we don't
if
want
you're
you.
listening to this podcast
Feet
and you
suck,
got
dude.
fetish,
I just think it's
Fuck
hilarious.
Even girls' feet aren't good.
the only fetishes we approve of are gamer fetishes.
Yes.
Like
So
I
if you
want to
wanna-
fuck Tomb Raider.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, no. I mean, I want to fuck the woman playing Tomb Raider that's like 250 pounds and smells really bad.
Nice.
And it's got fucked up teeth and her face is just grease. It's more grease than skin.
Damn.
So I want to. That's my wife. Don't say anything bad about my wife. Do you imagine? We've talked about this. I think I talked about it with Mike, but like, you imagine living like in the Middle Ages and you fucking plow, like you're a serf and you plow your fucking field all day and you come back and your teeth are fucked up and your hands are full of calluses and your feet, and you come back to Helga, who to you is the finest wench in the
Just a
land.
big tit
But
cow.
really, it's just this
one-eyed Helga.
like rock troll looking fucking bitch. And
Dearest Helga.
that's your lot in life, man.
Pick me up in your strong.
But I mean
arms.
that's back though. They're back in style. We're in the middle of the
Ugly
thickness
woman.
revival.
It's not the same. Helga wasn't thick.
No, but you know but like you know you want like just like sometimes you just want like just a fat. She's not fat, but like she just got fat, like idiot tits. She just looks like a fucking. She just looks like a fucking
Sometimes you
sow.
just want a fat.
Yeah, these goddamn brainlet tits.
You know, she's
Fucking
carrying just two
smart
big
tits.
fucking jugs of fucking milk around.
Oh yeah, did you know that femoids have their?
Alright, we're an incel podcast now.
We've talked about this, but femoid is
Yeah,
the funniest.
So good.
Yeah.
But first of all, it's femoid, but saying it like femoid, it's like,
No, I prefer
it's like
femoid,
Nimoy,
yeah.
you know, like Leonard Nimoy. It's like an alien sort of.
With my...
By the way, RIP to the brain cell subreddit. They fucking deleted it, dude.
Oh, is it down?
Yeah.
It's deleted?
That's
Damn, dude.
It was those fucking femoids.
if you look at that subreddit, like it was 97% just harmless, like just sad saps. You know, it is kind of harmful in that but like I don't
They get
know,
the
but like
short end of
this,
the stick in
yeah.
real life with what they get the short end of the stick on the internet.
you keep cutting out, by the way.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Anyway, but some of the best posts on there, like fucking the draft. I was just drafting. Absolute
that was
classic, and it's a
amazing, man.
tragedy that that's been lost. I mean, there's
Yeah.
screenshots
It
of
was
it
like-
and whatnot.
Do you have screenshot? Screenshot of it?
I'm sure someone has, but
I hope.
Yeah.
I had the original post bookmark, so maybe we can do the Wayback Machine.
Oh yeah,
but it was just hilarious. It's like it's a guy going like, I was walkmogged by a Chad, and it was like sort of that's the title.
Oh my god!
And the whole story is like him walking behind the Chad, and I think the Chad asked him like, "Why are you walking behind me?" And he goes, "I'm just drafting." And the Chad goes, "Okay."
Yeah,
and then he walks into like a building, and then there's a Stacy in the building, and she goes, "Who was that guy? That guy's weird." And the Chad goes, "He's all right. He's just drafting."
Hell yeah.
And then the Stacy goes, "No, I don't know. He looks weird." And the Chad again. He goes, "He's just drafting." And then he goes, "The end."
That's it. Chad Incel Alliance. Yeah. He knows.
Chad Incel.
He's just drafting, dude. What's the fucking
symbiotic
problem?
relationship? Yeah.
That's like that's an analogy for that whole subreddit. They're just drafting. They're not harming anyone. They're just posting like shitty memes about never fucking. They're just drafting in the winds of Reddit.
Dude, have you ever gone on the Incelopedia? That shit is hilarious.
That sounds great though.
There's so many different subspecies of incel.
Oh yeah,
it's fucking crazy.
I like how the racial there's rice cells as Asians, Pajit cells as Indians. Curry cells. Yeah.
Pajit cells. I haven't heard that one.
There's sorry, I'm thinking of Chads are called Chad Preets for Indian Chads, and Asian Chads are called Changs.
Jesus. Dude. How is it? Why is it always? Why does it always have to be racist?
Well, but it's not racist, really. It's just like they're just joking around.
Dude, if you go to a fucking Chinese guy with like a strong jawline and you call him Chang,
okay, yeah. Obviously, if you say it to his face, that's racist. But the intent is it's like what do you call it when you have like a friendly nickname with someone that's you're close to, that's kind of disparaging, but it's not meant disparagingly. You know what I mean?
I guess, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty racist, though. Not that I have a problem with racism.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a racist, Marxist,
fascist, Proud
Trump
Boy,
podcast.
incel, yeah. Also, Pete.
Femoid. We're also sponsored by Femoids. Go to femoids.com.
Yeah, this is the Elliot Roger Memorial Podcast. Dude, oh my fucking god. This is a great segue. Did you watch, there was a fucking interview with his dad?
His dad was like a writer, right?
He worked on like fucking like Guardians of the Galaxy or something. Yeah, I understand why Elliot killed all those people now.
Really?
His dad is a complete piece of shit. Like, seriously. You should go watch that interview. They fucking, like, they're talking about, like, Elliot and how, like, were there any warning signs or whatever. And his dad said, he's like this British guy, he says, "Oh, Elliot, he came up to me and expressed indignation that he couldn't find any women. And I said, well, Elliot, we're going to Las Vegas shortly. Maybe you could find a willing woman who could take you." Just like telling him to get a whore. Like, your son's like coming to you like saying, I have no luck with women. I don't know how to communicate with them. And your advice is, just fuck a whore, dude. Like, that's so neglectful.
Is there like...
If these people just
that's horrible advice. But that's not what it is.
It is horrible.
Just had sex, though?
No.
It is.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, that's wrong.
Having sex that causes the problem.
Wrong. It's not wrong. It's not having sex. It's not having like any sort of like affection with anyone.
It's pathological. It's not.
That's like even the way they handle relationships and affection. I'm talking purely sex. Like, dude, I feel like all of this frustration that these people have is because they have sex in this weird pedestal, since they're so completely detached from it. And when you bring it close, like, it's just sex, then sometimes it's just like, okay. Like,
yeah, but the fundamental
once
issue
you go
is
down that path,
walls
once you're in that path, like, long enough, it just becomes a pathological. Even if you had an opportunity to do the deed and get some affection, you would just self-destruct immediately, and it just becomes a pathological sort of need to be like put down until you just fucking explode. It's like a weird sort of mental thing that they have. Just self-destructive behavior, man.
And it's like sex is the thing they fixate on, but like the underlying issue is like, I'm like, Elliot would have been fine if a girl just like held his hand for a bit and said "I love you." You know what I mean? It doesn't need to be about sex. It's just like any sort of affection.
I think he actually would have been fine if his fucking parents didn't neglect him.
Yeah, that's true. His dad.
If I had to guess, that's what happened.
And in this interview, he's fucking like, he's talking and he's like, "Oh."
At some point, you got to take responsibility for your actions. You know what I mean?
I mean, sure.
Oh no, he's 100% responsible.
Yeah,
he's a fucking piece of shit.
But like, it didn't help that his dad was a piece of shit.
Of course, but you know, like you may come from a fucked up family. That doesn't mean that you're
not doomed to it. Sure.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. But like his dad was like,
it helps to understand the pathology. I mean, not the whole underlying causes and the way he got pushed into that hole where he would just. That's what he did.
We live in a society.
We sure
do.
Do.
Exactly.
His dad was like, "Oh, Elliot was he was always jealous of my looks." Like he literally said that in the
Did
fucking...
he actually?
Dude,
Jesus
and guess
Christ.
he is
what a fucking piece of shit,
he is ugly. Like he is not a good looking dude at all. He's not a Chad. Like he looks
Chad dad.
I mean, he looks presentable because he's rich and he's, you know, wearing makeup in the interview, but he's not like an especially handsome dude. And I looked at pictures of his Elliot's mom and then Elliot's stepmom, and they're pretty ugly as well. In fact, Elliot is more attractive than both of his parents.
What?
Anyway, R.I.P. to a real one. Love you, Elliot. Love you, Ellie. We think about you every day, bro.
Does he
have my brother fell victim to the street. Rest in peace, young.
Okay, I thought you were going to say it. Has it been said on this podcast?
Of course. I'm going to delete the podcast that I have said it on.
Okay, that'll be the title.
Which one was that?
The episode.
I'm trying to think.
I'm not done. They're just going to disappear.
Oh, okay. Have to listen to every pod to find it.
Seriously,
it's you know what we should put it in the Patreon archives, and you have to pay us $50 a month if you want to listen to the N-word podcast.
Yeah, and it's just me saying it.
Right, it's the N-word tier of the Patreon.
It's a pulse stretch.
Hey, shit!
Jesus Christ!
Okay, censor that. Right, censor that.
I will probably forget.
Timestamp 48 or whatever. Censor that.
Okay, cool.
And if anyone is listening to this when we're rich and famous, then we do not support what this man has said. We actually kicked this guy off the podcast earlier. This podcast. So if I don't know why he's still here.
I'm black.
If you just scream loud enough,
actually, I'm supporting
it'll show up
him.
in the waveform, and then we can find the N-word really easily.
Bro, if you go to Bruce Lee movies, I might have.
You cut out again. By the way, anyway, I was thinking.
Oh, you're doing the anyways now. Okay.
I was thinking of the perfect race is the guy who is a perfect mix of all the Asian, fucking Chinese, Japanese, Taiwanese, fucking Vietnamese. His ancestors come from all of Africa. Also, he's Jewish. He's half Jewish, half Christian,
Asian and black.
Half Christian, my favorite race.
And he's like a third Jewish, third fucking Christian, third Muslim. So you can say Lakaik. I can say it. I'm Jewish.
Wants to be part Jew.
Oh, so someone who can say every slur.
Yes.
If they're creating.
He can say the N-word.
I don't think that's how it works, though.
They're not going to be like 3%.
But like, you would have to be like a black guy with like a Chinese face, which, by the way, that is the funniest thing to think about.
He would have to wear
his cock is so long that it doesn't.
He would have to wear a shirt with his racial profile on it, like his DNA test just printed on the shirt.
And me, yeah, the little pie chart with all the little.
I'm a Chinak.
What?
Chinak. The mix of Chinese and black.
A Chinak.
Yeah.
All right.
Or Blanese.
All right, let's move on from this. Guys,
Seriously, censor that.
Yeah,
bad word.
Can you believe that Halo is finally coming to PC after all these years?
That's fucking. I cannot wait to fucking play it. Man.
I've wanted this. Like, it's gotten quote unquote leaked like 100 times since like 2013.
Yes,
as well.
Jeez.
And
well, since fucking 2008.
Yeah,
Halo 3 on PC or whatever.
Yeah, Jesus. But yeah, I get to be in middle school again. They'll all come back. All my old Xbox friends will come back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. My job will go away, right? It'll be just like the old days, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I won't hate myself.
Actually though, I think it will be really fun.
No, it will.
Because it's like a first of all,
how to use that again.
No, you actually. I think you need like your old Xbox account. I mean, Hunter told me about that. I'm pretty sure.
You don't need it, but you need an Xbox account, so you can use your old one. And another thing they did is they like let people update their file shares, so people can just bring back all those old game modes. Like
oh fuck yeah!
Yeah,
like
all those
forged.
Dude, Smear the Queer, classic. I don't know.
Amazing,
I don't know if anyone. This was a different age. It was fucking 2007, but there was a Halo 3 custom map on what's like the warehouse. It's like the Forge. It was the first. Like,
Foundation, I think.
Foundry. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, Foundry. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's an infection game mode where you get into ghosts and you're the zombies and the ghosts, and then you get into like this arena that's full of pink Spartans, and the game mode is called Smear the Queer, and your objective as the zombies is to splatter the pink humans to smear the queer, as it were, and then they become zombies and they get ghosts.
There are a million of those. Yeah.
I remember that game, but I don't remember that name.
Oh,
I
right,
don't remember that name until you told me.
I remember it was
same sort of idea.
It was smear the QU33R.
Oh,
yeah,
maybe. I don't know. Dude, do you?
I just remember Ghostbusters. I played a lot.
Ghostbusters were great.
Yeah.
Anywhere there was some sort of fort, like you were supposed to get inside and then down below, like that was always great because they built the fort with shit that would disappear or pop up at specific times.
Dude, so there was a. Do you remember in Reach, they added the visual effects? And you would go on a map of like zombies, and they would put a million visual effects.
Oh my God.
So it was dark as fuck, and you couldn't see anything. It was the worst thing ever.
Yeah. I really liked that invasion mode. It never felt like they used it to its full potential, but it was like
oh yeah, that was cool.
It was like Rush from Battlefield, where you like capture objectives. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys have the flying elephant?
Oh, dude, that was the best.
Oh shit, that was great.
Yeah, when it's like they put the hornet like in the elephant and do some fuckery, and it flies around.
It was usually like you place those explosive things and then you set the timer to be like
that was the other one. Yeah,
so they're respawning as they explode, so it creates like this infinite loop, and then it starts flying.
That was great, but I like the pilotable one was really great, and you could play capture the flag on it on like these flying elephants.
Oh, you remember fucking Jenga?
Jenga? Yeah. I don't think I ever played Jenga.
You throw shit through the.
Yeah. There's a fucking. There's a like a tower in the middle of the air. I don't remember what. Do you remember that map that had like a bunch of pods on the ground and shit, and like a few bases on it?
It was sunny. Yeah.
Yeah.
In Reach?
It was usually like off the cliff.
No, in 3.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Off the cliff, and there was like just a bunch of boxes set up in like a tower, and like a bunch of people would spawn on the tower.
I know.
And then like I think 2 guys that they had the grab hammers on the bottom, and they would just fucking knock shit into the tower to try and fucking knock you off and stuff. It was really fun. Yeah.
Amazing. See, like I feel like what I experienced in those
standoff
were doing and shit like Gmod, I like miss all of that because I was doing like all these custom games and weird bullshit, gimmicky. You know?
Yeah. I mean, the fun part, I guess Gmod did it, but the fun part about the whole Forge thing, it was like building your own custom maps and then putting them into fucking action and seeing how they play.
Did you guys ever thought about doing one of those films that they used to do?
A machinima?
Machinima?
I did, yeah.
Oh, really?
Dude, I had this.
I didn't make it, but I thought I tried.
This infection. What was that map that had that big wheel? Like this big thing?
Last Resort.
Last Resort.
No, wasn't it Zanzibar?
It was called Zanzibar in Halo 2. It was called
Last
Resort in Halo 3.
Remade, pretty much. So it was set in that map, and I remember I was like trying to get these camera shots with that shitty fucking wall.
In the theater mode.
I had to save them and then send them to the Bungie thing, and then go from my computer and get the clips.
Oh, you had Bungie Pro or whatever it's called, where you can like render.
Oh no, you could just. There was no. There was no Bungie Pro. You just uploaded it on Bungie.net.
It was Waypoint at that point. That was like the Machinima app or whatever. That's where you got your clips and your photos. I don't know. Yeah, I remember doing that, and then getting a bunch of pics of ODST and nobody got shit like that.
Yeah, I could probably find some of my old pictures if I.
If you have your like file share.
We showed them. Do you remember?
Still up.
I couldn't find mine.
Bungie accounts. Yeah. It's just stretchy people and it's bullshit.
They said that you were like they weren't, even if you used your old account, they weren't importing like your level.
Oh, that's fine.
So we're gonna have to work. Yeah. No, that's good actually. I think that's good because you just get to work up again.
Yeah.
And
get all your old achievements again.
I'll play the multiplayer a little bit, but I'm mostly going into this for the single player campaign.
The single player? I don't know.
Well, we'll definitely do that. Like we'll
definitely play it a lot.
Yeah, we'll do a stream. We'll do a.
And I haven't even
we'll do a full playthrough.
Campaign at all. So.
The what campaign?
The Halo 2 campaign.
Oh, really? That's like the best one, dude.
Yeah. I mean, no. Halo 3 is better, but the Halo 2 campaign is great.
I don't know. Halo 2 is
it's great.
The Grave Mine.
That's gonna be great.
I've seen a bit of that.
I really wonder, like, if any game will reach that level of like cultural
stakes,
like hegemony ever again. You know what I mean?
I mean, dude, they were like on Xbox in fucking 2007 when Halo 3 came out. I remember seeing like, you know, the little thing that says players online, and it said fucking 7 million, 8 million. And shit.
It was crazy. Yeah,
everybody was playing it.
Like technically, like Fortnite obviously will have like way more players than that, but like people will like stop playing Fortnite for, you know, when a new game will come out. But like Halo 3, like that was all anyone played for like 3 years. Well,
that and like Modern Warfare 2 and
Modern Warfare 2. But even Modern Warfare 2, it's just the nature of Call of Duty. It just gets replaced every year, and then the player count just kind of evaporates. Whereas Halo 3, it was like just stuck through everything, even after Reach.
Even after Reach.
Yeah, exactly. Even after like Gears of War, like people just like kind of came back to Halo 3 because the multiplayer was so good.
Yeah.
Reach,
I think still had a bunch of players in like 2013. I remember.
Yeah, like Reach, people stuck onto that because of like the Forge was so much better and custom games. But Halo 3, just like the straight up, just the regular like multiplayer was just like perfect.
Yeah. Well, and the campaign was so much better.
I really like the Reach campaign though. I don't know.
I liked it, but it wasn't better than 3.
Not a lot of things can top.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't like the people that are bashing Reach. They were bashing Reach back in the day.
I think there's some legitimate complaints though.
Yeah, but it's not like a bad game. People were treating it like it's a fucking huge piece of shit. Yeah. And I think a big part of that was because it moved from Bungie to 343, and people just like Bungie a lot. They don't now after Destiny fucking.
Wait. What do you mean? But Reach was made by Bungie.
Yeah,
no, it was 343.
No, what are you talking about? Reach? No, Bungie made Reach.
Last Bungie
it started. Didn't it start as Bungie and then it got...
I think what you're thinking of is like...
I
think what you're thinking of is they only supported it post-launch for like 1 year. and then 343 took over like doing the map packs and like the multiplayer stuff.
But Halo reaches 100%. If you play that campaign, that's 100%.
Yeah, that's Bungie. Yeah.
It feels like it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't, retard. Fuck you. You're wrong.
Fuck you, dude.
You're wrong.
At the end, when you're fighting
Fuck
the
you.
waves,
Oh
and
my
you just
god,
die.
classic.
That's a great sequence.
Spoilers
Come
for
on.
a 9-year-old game.
I like the campaign. It's just not as good as 3.
Whatever.
That's it.
Well, we're gonna play it.
We are gonna play.
We're gonna
it.
do a stream. We're gonna get the folks at home in on it. We're gonna invite you guys
we're
to
gonna
custom
invite-
games. It's
You
gonna
pay
be great. It's gonna be just like the
3,000
old days, everyone. It's back.
Yeah.
You pay 3,000 bits, we'll execute me.
If
We'll
you
kill
give
Carlos
us
if you give us
$70,
$500.
we'll say your name once. Okay?
There you go.
Yeah. I think that should actually be a tier that if we ever do a fucking Patreon, that should be a tier. Is like,
Execute
okay,
me.
so like $500, we kill Carlos. It shouldn't even be like $1,000 or some, substantial. It should just be like, okay, $5. Someone gave us $5. We're gonna kill Carlos, and then you can renege on your $5,
Yeah.
and then we'll feel like it.
Dude, imagine giving like $50 to a streamer who makes like $100,000 a month so that they say your
Whatever.
name once.
If you have disposable income and that,
No. Fuck
I
you.
don't care.
If you have disposable income, I would prefer
I think if you
spend
think
it
that
on-
way, then you should be killed by communists
Yeah,
like us.
exactly.
I don't care. These people are willingly giving them money, and they're receiving entertainment and attention.
Yeah,
I
entertainment.
mean, I don't know. What am I gonna do?
I fucking received the same entertainment by jacking off under my table.
They want to hear her say the fucking line. You know?
Say the
I
line.
can't blame them.
Dude, El Camino sucked. I'm saying it.
I haven't watched it
I'm
yet.
saying it.
Feel free to spoil
I'm saying
I
it.
don't
It
care.
sucked.
Nobody cares.
Wait, did you watch the colors?
Haven't.
No.
My mom's
He,
seen it.
Can you spoil it?
He's,
Go ahead.
He's okay. in the
Skip to
end.
this
He's
time
just-
code. We're spoiling.
We already spoiled. I already spoiled it.
What'd you say? I didn't hear you.
He was okay in the end. He runs away to Africa to Alaska.
To Africa.
And
That would have been way more interesting.
That would be funny if he
that
ended
would have
up
been actually way more interesting.
in Walt's
That
house.
would be great.
That would be a little poetic bit of poetry.
Would you guys ever go to Africa?
Africa. Yeah, I was just there. Oh, dude, I had a funny thought. What if there's a guy who he's like, yeah, I've traveled. I've been to places. I've been everywhere. I've been to Africa. I've been to France. And his idea of going there is just going on Google Maps and looking around. But he says like, yeah, I've been to. Oh, you've been to Paris? Yeah, I've been to Paris.
Yeah.
Did you go to any of the coffee shops or anything? No, I couldn't do that. But I've been there.
Like a
But why couldn't you?
sociopath?
Well, you can't click on the.
Just
You
a
can't click on the
pathological
go in
liar?
and
Is
can't
this
give
the
you
bit?
coffee.
he's just a delusional psychopath.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. It's going in.
Yeah, I've been to Congo. I've been to
That'd be cool though.
That'd be
I'm worried
awesome.
about malaria.
Have you been to Africa? How? You've probably been to Africa, right? It's just over there.
Just over there.
Just like over
See?
the Sinai
Just over
Peninsula.
there,
It's
over
like
the
right there, isn't
pond.
it? Michael?
All right, it's
Were you
time to
somewhere?
end the podcast.
Wait.
Hold on.
I was asking, have you been to Africa?
Whom?
Yes.
Me?
Did you go to Egypt? Wait, have you been
I
to
haven't
Egypt?
been anywhere.
Egypt.
No.
Oh my
Why not?
God.
It's right there, dude.
But it is. I do have
You see
a
the pyramids?
nice little
Did you see
tidbit
Dino?
before we end this fucking shit. Is fucking. I'm banned from Dubai because I have Israeli citizenship.
Wait, is that real?
Yeah, because the Mossad like assassinated
yeah.
the guy there, and then they were like, okay, so the Israelis, you are banned.
Okay, this is a
final-
pro-Saudi
okay.
podcast now.
Okay, so no. I have another character, but I'll reveal him the next podcast.
All right, what are other countries that ban Israel?
I don't know. Germany, they're Nazi. I've heard of that.
Yeah.
I think we should go out on a nice note. It's Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, fuck
Yeah, that's
Thanksgiving.
American
This should
shit.
fucking
We're not American.
yeah, and
Thankful.
it's
Mike's not
Thanksgiving
here.
and
all those
We have no
natives.
obligation to.
My people.
we have no obligation
all
to
the Americans
placate
people killed.
Thanksgiving ass bitches.
I thank my two very nice friends that I'm doing this podcast with. And I thank Tree Cactus listening to us right now in the audience.
Thanks. Thanks,
Stimulating
Tree
his
Cactus.
process.
Wait, is he still
Tree
subscribed?
Cactus. This one goes out to you.
I'm actually gonna check.
Podcast over. Podcast over.